Okay, so now that we've looked at the more simple expressions and how to kind of check our answers and or do these multiple choice questions with a calculator, I want to look at something that looks like this. So where we've actually got a fraction happening or some division. So this is called the quotient of polynomials. So we're basically dividing these polynomials, but the idea of what we're doing stays exactly the same, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this in, but remember I've got to tell the calculator what I want x to be. Okay, I'm going to use 3. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator and I'm going to put the 3, control store, and that is going to be my x. So I'm using 3 for x. I'll press enter, and now I'm good to go. So I've got to type this 48x to the 4th minus 18x over 6. Okay, so you are more than welcome to do this one with me. So to get a fraction, there's a couple ways to do it. I think the easiest way to do it is to do control, divide. So now on the top, we have 48x. And remember, we've got to get this 4 up as an exponent. So I'll press this little up button right here. Okay. So then that's to the 4th power. Now notice I'm still in the exponent box, so you've got to scroll right to get out of that. Okay, so I've got my 4x to the 4th. Now I've got my minus 18x. Okay, now I've got the top part of my expression done. Now I just need to scroll down, type in my 6. I'm good to go. Looks like my original expression. Press enter. So 639 is what we are looking for, okay? So let me try out my answer choice A. I'll have 48x to the 4th. Got to get out of my exponent box to type my minus 3x. Enter. 3,879, definitely not this 639 that we're looking for. So I'll go to my next one. 8x to the 4th, get out of that exponent box, minus 18x, 594, okay, a little bit closer, but still not what I'm looking for. So A is not my answer. I've determined B is not my answer. Let's go down to C. So 8x to the 4th. Remember, got to get out of my exponent box. Now I can type in my minus 3x. Enter 639. There it is. That's what we started with. My original expression was 639. Expression C also gave me 639. So here is my answer to this example. It is C. So the idea stays the same. You have to do this step. You have to store your variable in order to move on. If you don't store your variable, your calculator doesn't understand what you're telling it. So you have to store your variable. In this case, we're just working with some fractions. So remember, you can click Control, Divide, type the top of your fraction and the bottom of your fraction. I think the only thing that people might forget is when you type in an exponent, you have to scroll out of the exponent box by clicking the right arrow in order to keep typing the rest of the expression. Okay, so same idea, a couple new little tricks that you guys have learned on the calculator, but you're going to answer these pretty much the same way as what we were doing on Friday. Just don't forget to store your variable.